So I'm all bundled up today in my blanket. It's very cold. We had an ice storm here last night. And then isn't this interesting? I was shuffling the this deck with Denise Lynn's Sacred Forest Oracle. I thought I wanted to shift a little bit more into something elemental and earthy today. So I chose Denise Lynn. Has some really good cards for that purpose. And I shuffled, and this one fell out on the floor. Spirit Guardian of Winter. So isn't that very fitting for today in our section of the world, at least? And also another Denise Lynn, which is the Native Spirit deck, Grandfather Sky, fell out, and I think this is very, very appropriate. This one's more about opening up and expanding. This one is about retreating, and this one is about expanding. So retreat to expand. And then this was interesting too. Archangel Fhelyai, who is the guardian of the animals. So if we get that far past the elements, the animals, will work perhaps with a spirit animal and see if we can get a message from that. So she's kind of going to guard this he, another androgynous looking angel, is going to be the guardian of this earth element meditation today. So I would encourage you to just get nice and comfy. So if you need a blanket, or if you're lying down and you need a pillow, or just something, or maybe it's just a feeling of comfort. Let's draw that in with each breath, the feeling of comfort. So you feel the solidness of the earth below you. The parts of your body that's in connection with the chair, the floor. If your feet are touching the floor, the bottoms of your feet, just maybe pick up your toes and spread them out, just like you're starting in yoga mountain pose, but we're not doing that, but make that kind of connection with the bottoms of your feet. And then just notice what shifts in your body. Like I notice my spine getting a little bit taller when I focus on my connection with the earth. So that natural inclination to balance the polarity of earth with the lightness of air, with your breath. So letting your breath come in and find the spaces in your body between organs, between bones, between the layers of muscles. And in your brain, between this thought and the next thought, perhaps there's a little pause. Between whatever sounds you may be hearing. I hear a crow outside. Between sounds, we'll acknowledge the crow, since he's cawing here at me. Magical, mystical. That just may be the animal that Fhelyai has sent to us for this meditation to help us open up to the mysteries of winter. Just pay really good attention to what's happening in your body as you breathe. Finding the space between the inhale and the exhale. And between the exhale and the inhale. Noticing any smells that enter. They don't just enter through your nose, they also enter through your pores. And dogs really understand smell and the intentions, how our intentions are emitted through our sense, through our smells, how we smell. So get a sense, see if you can get a sense of how you smell, like what you're putting off. What is the quality that your body is emitting right now? If a dog were to smell it, what would they sense? If there's any taste that's left over, maybe you had coffee or tea or breakfast before. And just allowing each exhale to relax you a little bit more. And let's call back any energy that's scattered out in the world that we left in different places with different people. Any soul fragments, and just call them back to us, to our little winter retreat here. And let those pieces of you reintegrate as you breathe in. Continuing to relax as you breathe out. And getting a sense of the sky, grandfather sky above us, the expansiveness, the openness of the sky. And allow that to come in and affect our body. So all this air, all the elements of the air from grandfather sky coming in. We're going to feed the element of fire within ourselves, within our belly, from this grandfather sky. And just notice when you thought of the sky, if it was day or night, if there was a moon there or clouds. And just letting whatever came to you, maybe a million stars, the light, the fire from a million stars, or from the sun, or reflected from the sun through the moon. And allow that to enter your belly, your solar plexus, your inner fire. And we're going to allow a little more heat, a little more fire to come up from the center of the earth. Molten lava. So that you can really be in touch with your body's ability to produce heat in this winter retreat. And once you get a good sense of that heat, let's allow water. It's not necessarily going to put out the fire, but it's going to surround it to balance it. As if you were on a very small island and you are the fire. Your belly is the campfire on this island, and the water, the ocean, is around you. Feeling, allowing the rhythmic pattern of the waves on the ocean. To bring the water in, maybe you just breathe it through the humidity in the air also. And remembering the element of ether again, the space that exists between all the elements surrounding them, surrounding you. And then this yellow, golden yellow light is emanating from your fire, and it's going to surround you. And this is the color of Archangel Fhelyai. And she or he is going to send you an animal now. Go with your first impression. And just see what it's doing. Like I see a hibernating bear. What do you see or feel or know is there? You may hear the sound of a bird outside or the sound of another animal, a dog barking. Maybe there's a cat on your lap. So what animal is trying to connect with you? And ask it, are you my spirit animal? It may be spirit guardian animal stays with us through our lifetime, or it may just be a visiting animal with a message. Fhelyai is going to touch our third eye so that we open up to the ability to communicate through our senses. It's going to touch our ears so we can hear the message a little more clearly. What do you have to say to me, animal? And notice if anything changes in your body with this message. And this animal wants you to know that it is a soul being who is here for a purpose. Their whole entire breed is here for a purpose. For their own soul mission, but to also help the soul of humanity and the soul of Earth. See if you can get a sense of that. What is this animal's soul mission? It may show you through something it does. You may just get a feeling or a knowing from the behavior. that you know of this animal or that you see right now in this animal. And then thank it. It may just be a name. I got balance from the bear, like they're very active in the summer and very hibernating in the winter, following the seasons. And with the assistance of Fhelyai, we're going to surround this animal in the golden light and thank it for all that it does, for coming here at this point in time in our meditation, in our life. If you got that it was your spirit guardian animal, thank it for staying with you. If it was just a visitor, thank you for your message. Thank you, Fhelyai, for helping open us up to this message. And then come back to this retreat with you, like you may feel that message entering your body and staying with you in your heart, in your belly. So bringing that yellow light, let the animal go. Thank it. It's going to go on its way for now. And let that yellow light come in a little bit closer to your body now so that your attention comes back to you. Breathing into your heart, receiving this energy that the animal gave you, this message in your heart, so that we listen and carry this with us in our heart. And again, starting where we began, feeling your connection, or ending where we began, feeling your connection, your body, touching the floor, the chair, the earth. Listening to what's around you. Identifying any taste or smell. And as you become ready, you can let your eyes open and add the element of sight. And just have a few breaths into your heart once your eyes open. And we'll ask these elements, these senses, to stay with us today and heighten our ability for communication without words. And let's work on that communication through what you are emanating energetically. Let's carry that with us this week on our winter retreat. Let your palms come together. Let your thumbs touch your heart. And thank yourself. Thank your animal. Thank you for being here. Namaste.